myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special...
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Break that. 180. Squeeze, double. One touch.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
11 yards there, just like last play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Tyrann Mathieu's instincts as a defensive back, I believe, are second to none. And that allows him to play all over the secondary. He can line up as an outside corner, inside in the slot, and that's difficult to do because you get so much traffic in there. And then, of course, they can also move him back as a safety. Anywhere you put him, though, you know he's going to end up around the football.
To throw, Mayfield bringing it in, Jackson left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Goodson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st down, Goodson. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the 44, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run on 1st down. Goodson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go. Number 53, Mike 53. Wild Bill. Check 4. Check 15. Let's get it now. Right now.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 81 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes now to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check, 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 check. 43, 43. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Mahomes going to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Goodson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Chiefs!
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right,
Jarvis Landry, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 75 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Hey, Ridley.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Rush in. 36.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Personal foul.
Now let's see who this is on.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick by Butker is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
53, check 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
It's going to be a long
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Yellow.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, what's delay? I call it.
That's a what?
Go.
They'll try the left side. Goodson found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Yellow.
You. Mike, 53. Let's go. 53, right side. Check.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, Ripley.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run on first down. Goodson, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Coming to you, coming to you.
On second and a couple. Mahomes, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Markel Lee gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play fake. Mahomes, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Watch the run. Jump. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, 57. Right side.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Larry Ogunjobi gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the payment. Mike, 53. Mike. In your face.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Joe Schobert charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joe Schobert picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mayfield on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first and 10, Mayfield under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Still going. They can't stop him. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown, and the Browns have retaken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. A field goal does him no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Easy.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for KC. 45 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Watch out.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 5. A little over a minute to go. A field goal won't help. They need a touchdown to send them to the Super Bowl as they've got it 1st and 10. His own end zone, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
53 to mark. 53. Check 53. Perfect. Check.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that...
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same package, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in one. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I'm a test of all, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? Need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. When I was tripping about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking. They don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make it. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats, so you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you